Good morning, everyone. Ben here from Happy Hannon Studios. We are doing a series, The Life and Times of Ben. Yep, I know it's been a bit, guys. I have been exceptionally busy. Started a new job and started Uber driving. Thinking I might start a series with that too. Some stories to tell. But yeah, so the last time we spoke about the life and times of Ben, we talked, kind of introduced you to my mom's side of the family. This time I want to introduce you to my dad's side of the family. My dad, first of all, was adopted. We don't know his real parents. I did the DNA test thing trying to find his real parents. Didn't find his real parents, but did find other things. So my dad, Michael Hannon, adopted by Evelyn and Earl Hannon. Never met my grandpa. He passed away when my dad was young. I think maybe 14, maybe younger than that even. My grandma was a heinous bitch who should burn in hell for the way she treated my dad. She was always sweet to me, though she did try to manipulate me into not liking my dad. A horrible, horrible human being. And screwed my dad to the very, very end. She had inheritance, of course, gave my dad and I $1,500. Now, don't get me wrong, $1,500 for me was like, I thought I was the richest human alive at the time. But I mean, good God. And then gave Evie, who was a cousin maybe, I don't fucking know, gave her the rest of the money. I mean, are you fucking kidding me? My dad did everything for that woman, and nope, sorry. So yeah, bad person. I think he had a sister named Mary and a brother named John. I think they were all adopted, honestly. I think. Didn't really know them very well. They were almost not part of my life at all. Mary never was a part of my life. John, I think I saw him exactly one time. So obviously not very important to my life or the story of my dad's life. However, then there is the saint named Mary Kay. So obviously Mary Kay wasn't blood family to us. You know, my dad was adopted, but that woman was my grandma. My grandma wasn't my grandma. She was my grandma, but she wasn't. Mary Kay was the person who was my grandma. That woman loved me to pieces, and I loved her right back. She made mashed potatoes that were the best mashed potatoes I have ever and will ever eat ever, period, ever. Just spectacular. And it didn't matter what she was making. If Ben Hannon was coming over, she made mashed potatoes, period. Just because she knew Ben liked them. Now, one time she did make potato salad, and I complained a little bit about it, but I tried it, ended up eating 3 helpings. Anything that woman made was spectacular. She also made popcorn in the pan. Now, a lot of you young-uns don't know, but there you can cook popcorn in a pan. And so she would make that spectacularly delicious. My dad's family forced my father into teaching me Shaska for Sheep's Head. Great game, was a big part of my life. Unfortunately, kind of faded out. Can't find anybody who plays it anymore. So there was Mary Kay had 2 daughters. Susie, who I was not very close to. Susie didn't really like kids, and as a kid, I could tell she didn't like kids. Sarah, I was super close to back in the day. Very much an aunt to me. She went insane crazy when she had her liver failed, and so she had to have a liver transplant, and it changed who she was, very as it should be. So I mean, I'm not saying it shouldn't have did, but she became crazy. Now, she was very, 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 very liberal. Now, again, I believe everybody has the right to their own politics, but she tried to force them on people who didn't believe the same way as her. And not when she was younger, but as she became older, it became a problem between her and I. Have not spoken to her for some time, kicked her butt out of my life because she bad news. There were other members of my dad's family. but those were the majors players in my dad's family. I am not close to any of them anymore. Sarah had kids, Stephen and Melissa. Was never very close to them, and still am not. Sarah's husband, Jack, was a heck of a good guy, great griller. Unfortunately, when Sarah went, so did he. My dad and I are not super, super close anymore. It all comes down to my son, Jacob, which we'll talk about later. All right, I am going to do a part 2, as there is one other part of my dad's family I want to talk about, but I want to give it its own video because it's really ironic and cool and interesting. All right, remember to keep smiling, to be happy, and I will talk to your faces later. Bye-bye.